As most of you know, I am a huge fan of Bastion, and I've beaten that game to completion multiple times. And hearing that Supergiant was making a brand new game got me so pumped. And that's why today, we're clocking in with Transistor. It has officially been 15 minutes and I am already loving everything this game has to offer. First off, the graphic design reminds me of Bastion, but with a modern twist, and I love how it looks. All of the buildings and background scenery is beautifully textured, and these first few cutscenes are just a pleasure to look at. Now, so far what I get from the story is that you have killed someone and are now on the run from the government. But just like Supergiant fashion, not much is known and everything is kind of kept in secrecy for the moment. The most I know is that our main character, Red, used to be a singer of sorts, and a group of people have stolen her voice. Our weapon, which just happens to be a talking sword, was supposed to help save our voice but didn't make it quite in time. And now we're on our way to bring back justice to our name. But when coming to Supergiant, plot twists are inevitable, and I can't wait to see where this story goes. Also, good news to hear that Logan Cunningham, the same narrator from Bastion, is back as the narrator for this game. Though he doesn't sound the same, which is a good thing. He fits the role and doesn't just sound like the Bastion guy again, which just shows off how amazing of a voice actor this man is. But let's get to what I think the best part may just be, which is the gameplay. Now, the combat system in this game is very interesting. To fight enemies, you can run around and swing your sword willy-nilly and kill everything with your skill shots that you have. Or, here comes the cool part, you can freeze time and plan out your attacks and quickly launch off a volley of abilities at once, dashing between enemies and laying out multiple different attacks to do the maximum amount of damage. And I have to say, so far I am loving this combat system. And not just that, the upgrade system also looks really cool. Though I don't understand it 100%, so I'm gonna go back to the game and see if I can figure it out for you all. Well, nothing much has happened in this past 15 minutes, other than some more great gameplay. But like I said before, I now understand the leveling up and upgrading system more, so let me try my best to explain it. Each time you level up, you get a new ability, and each of these abilities has an action and an upgrade. So you can either equip it as an ability to use, or you can equip it to an already active ability as an upgrade that will give it special powers depending on the combination. Which means all of these abilities can be put together in multiple different ways, making for tons of different playstyles. And from what it looks like, the longer you use something, the more this percentage goes up. So you'll want to switch out items to get both the ability and the upgrades up to 100%. I'm not sure what happens when you get to 100%, but that is something I'll have to find out in the next 30 minutes. First off, to correct myself, I've learned that the percentages shown on each weapon is just the percentage that you've used that item as that function. And when you use the item as each function, you learn more about the person that ability is attached to, which is really cool when wanting to learn backstory. Now, overall, there wasn't much new in this last 30 minutes other than some new story that I really don't want to spoil too much for you. But I did face my first boss, and I have to say, these bosses are no pushovers. I died multiple times while facing her, and the way the death system in this game works is awesome. Each time you die, you have one chance to redeem yourself, and if you don't, you lose an ability. And if you lose them all, I can only assume you're dead for good after that. Which I think is pretty sweet, making fights just that more intense. Overall, Transistor is an amazing game, and I definitely can't wait to get sucked into its story just like I did with Bastion. And that's why I have to tell everyone to go pick up this game right now, because it is hella worth your money and time.